Social Media University. How are you getting creative in terms of supporting your ability to live comfortably financially?
It's tricky, man. So, the first year, so I've only been doing YouTube on this channel 2.5 years now.
Yep.
And the first year, I was just out of school, and or no, I was finishing school, so I was in my final year of school. And then over the summer, when I was at about 7K subs, and I started to go to pranks, I also started a business with a old buddy of mine, high school friend, and we did property management for student houses. So we did that. And I was making like a couple grand a month doing that, which allowed me to film. When I started doing pranks about a year ago, the very first like 50 pranks I did, I had 5 different cameramen for pranks. And it was literally like my one friend, he worked at a car dealership. He had Thursdays and Fridays off.
So
So
he
he
was
would
your
film for
Thursday,
me
Friday guy.
Thursdays and Fridays. My other buddy, he was still in school. He had, after 12, he was done class Mondays. Wednesdays, he had off completely. So I would have him either Monday or Wednesday. And then I had another friend that was just unemployed. He would just film for me whenever those guys weren't around. And basically through that, so like I got all these friends over and I'm like, guys, this is the videos I want to make. I just spent like a bunch of money on this camera setup and I trained them in my backyard. Like I'd have one friend stand there and I would like go up and talk to them and I'd be like, okay, balance it. So like we're both balanced in the picture. And then I was like, all right, I'll pay you guys. What do you want? And only one guy
Wanted money.
accepted pay. Only one guy. Everybody else was like, no. And so we started filming. And dude, my early pranks were shit, like so bad, but like millions of views for whatever reason. And so they weren't that good. But after like a month or two, um, it got tricky because I realized winter was coming. And as soon as winter comes in Canada, like everybody's inside,
Yeah.
nobody's talking to anybody. We have cuffing season in Canada. So like girls really stick to themselves and people start to ease in to like their friend groups and they become kind of antisocial. Now you could still film pranks, but I basically realized that like as winter comes in Canada, it's much harder. So I would do the interviews and I was still doing this business full time at the time. So it was really hard on me. I was like a property manager for student houses in Hamilton, and I had like 60 or 70 tenants,
Wow.
and most of them were ESL, so they didn't speak English very well, and I just had a hard time because the cultures are so different. Like little things like putting the garbage out and sorting the recycling bins. So we had like 6 or 7 houses, and every like Monday night we'd put a different kid in charge of putting the bins out. But they wouldn't, because in India the recycling and garbage is different, and a lot of the kids that come here for school are wealthy and they have maids back in
Who
India, so
who
they're
would do
not
that
used
for
to
him?
yeah, they're not used to doing garbage or recycling. So like there'd be fucking banana peels in the blue bin, and then these would all be overflowing, right? Garbage truck would come Tuesday morning, not take anything, and then animals would get in overnight. So there'd just be a mess everywhere. And me and this friend of mine were like splitting duties on it while I'm trying to fly 2 hours over to Guelph to
To
film
film.
film a prank. So that was like the first year, and then yeah, like I had a little bit of money coming in from that, but I closed the business this past September, about 9 months ago, because I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go full time. I got like 300,000 subs or something like that. The money's gonna start coming in. I'm gonna put PG content. Never came in, Ben. The CPM didn't go up, but this time I hired a guy to film for me for 2 months, and in September and October we filmed 60 pranks,
Wow.
and I'm still releasing them. But the problem is, uh, a lot of them I don't even like them. I think that like they don't really represent
You.
what I'm into now or me, but like I was filming 4 or 5 of them a day. So now like I'm dropping these videos and I'm like, oh, I don't even want to release this.
Mm.
But I kind of have to because that's what people want. So anyways, then I did the Virgin Squad, and since the CPM wasn't going, I'm like, you know what? I can help these guys with like an info product. So I made like a really dope one, and I never did traffic to it, like targeted ads. I
That's
just did,
impressive because
yeah,
like the majority of online course creators, the vast majority of their sales are coming through paid traffic. So that speaks to you the level of connection you have with your audience, obviously.
yeah, it's good. Like it was really good organic traffic, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want that to be me. Like I don't want because when I started YouTube, I didn't want to do like these videos. I kind of just fell into them, and then once the money's coming in, you kind of get trapped there. You're like,
Yeah,
fuck, like I'm making all this money, and if I did do targeted ads, I'd
you
wait
can make way
make
more.
way more. But then I'd be that guy, and what I really want to do is like make movies, do acting. So right now, I'm in a tough place because like I can't film anything new because COVID, but also the audience doesn't want it, and I don't want to be this pickup guy, but that's where like all the money is.
Hmm.
And at the same time, I kind of want to do like acting and screenwriting, but living in Canada, the market for that is very low, non-existent. So it's
Especially where we live in Ontario, because there's very few things shot here.
yeah, yeah, man, and there's not many people that do what I do. It's there's this famous saying, it's like it's lonely at the top, and I
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
like, oh, but like nobody in Canada does like pranks or pickup lines, drunk interviews. It's just not a thing here,
No,
and
they're almost all from the States.
yeah, everybody's in the States. And even people like my age, like 25 now, like most people have jobs, man. They have, so it's tricky.